Good morning, friends. Carrie down in Texas. you know, have you ever heard so many excuses in your life? I mean, really. Excuse, excuse, excuse. No, it's your fault. No, it's your fault. Oh, no, it's your fault. Oh, really? Why didn't you tell us beforehand that she was going to lose? And you've misled us. And no, it's not my fault. It's your fault. Why didn't you know better? Excuse after excuse after excuse. And you would think with the amount of money that all of these campaign managers and all of these guidance people that provide all this guidance and support and all of this stuff, this professional services that are bought and paid for by the left establishment, you would think that they were hiring people that were accountable. I mean, you've spent $1 billion on a campaign that is probably the worst in American political history. I mean, let's just be real. This is up there with Mondale. The amount of defeat and embarrassment. And no one is taking any accountability for it. Does that surprise anybody? Because when there's no accountability, you don't have any conscience about the money that you're spending. We wonder why we're trillions of dollars in debt. Hello? I don't feel sorry for any of you. None of you. Because you don't pay attention to anything except what you say yourself. I don't feel sorry that you spent $1 billion. I don't feel bad that you're now $2 million in debt. And I do feel bad, however, for all of the Americans that you have misled, that you have gaslighted, and that you have brainwashed. Because those people really believed, really believed naively that she had a prayer. If you'd have been listening to the majority of the American people, this resounding defeat you would have known about way before you decided to take out Biden and put in a worse candidate in Harris. But your ego doesn't allow that, you see, because you think you know more than anybody else, more than all of the Americans, what the Americans need. That's why you're so out of touch. That is exactly why the American people resoundingly said, no, we're not buying your bullshit anymore. We're going to take back our country. We're going to put somebody in office that we know will stand for us. He took a bullet for us. You failed at that too. Don't you for a second think the American people, the majority of the American people, the ones that showed up on election day, we know you're accountable. We know you were behind the attempted assassinations. We know that you were working with outside other foreign entities, and you failed. This is also a big warning. The American people know this is what's going on, so you better do all within your power to make sure that never happens again, because that really will be the catalyst for the American people getting their arms and taking back their country. If you allow a former president-elect, or new president again, to be harmed in any way, the American people know. We know who is behind it. And action will be taken. You are the only one. You are not the only one that can make threats. Everything you say and do proves that you are behind it. And unfortunately, there are millions of Americans that believed your bullshit. But there's a lot more that didn't. And we the people run this country. You don't. Term limits are coming. Maybe you should think about that as you move forward. with your plots and your schemes and your hatred and division. We're done. We are done.